So I've made it up chapter 41 in Onyx Storm, so we're gonna go ahead and put that there for a second. As they land on this isle, right, everybody is extremely welcoming, right, which was a little concerning. There is magic here, not enough to draw on their signets, but enough to at least talk to their dragons. But the only thing we know about this isle is it's an isle that requires fate and luck to get a pass. And so they're given a card game. You draw a card, and whatever it is pictured on there is the gift you will receive. And now, as most of the riders and flyers, they received actual gifts, right? A bottle of wine, a cat named Broccoli. I get that now. But Trager receives an arrow straight through his chest. And I think the worst part about this is like everything that we've gone through with Kat, right? Kat and Xaden, she finally, I feel like she finally is in love, right? She's in love with Trager. She asked him to come along, and this ends up happening. And I think the worst part is that they're not allowed to show any sort of remorse, right? They have to thank this isle for the gifts that they've been given. And I think that is one of the only advantages to kind of what Violet has gone through in Bezgaev, is her ability to just shut everything off, right? And to say thank you, right? She's witnessed so many people be unalived in the first 2 years of this academy. And I think that's the whole point of it, right? Is to know that if somebody is unalived right in front of you, that you can still keep going and, fight in whatever war, fight in whatever battle that we are in. So of course she does. She says thank you for the gift of Trager being unalived. But they did gain an alliance out of it, right? Hundreds, if not thousands, of soldiers for their war. But they leave this isle, and they land on a small little island somewhere that's really not even on the map. And Violet sends everybody off into groups, right, to go explore all of these other little islands to try to find the seventh species. And then she takes a nap, right? Because we have to sit here and finish this offering to Malik for Trager and his griffin. So Violet stays behind with Andarna. And she is woken up by nothing, right? There's just massive footprints in the sand, almost as if somebody's blending in to the background. Yeah. Hello, human. We found them, right? Or I guess they found us.